first things first, guys. We are going to be doing this game like this, alright? Whoever wins the or if I win the tip-off, I am going to be wasting the shot clock, alright? This guy understands. I swear, if this guy goes for the steal... that looked so realistic, too. You see, this guy knows what's up. Oops, wrong button. Doing... You see, that's how you do it, boys. You start off the game with a tribute. The man knows how it's done. Alright, now we actually start playing. Alright, that's how you start off the game. If you play right now, first thing you have to do is run down the shot clock. 8 seconds, 24 seconds, whatever. Oh, that was horrible. MJ in a Lakers uniform? Yeah, right. Why were you out of bounds? Giannis, I was trying to get it to you for a pull-up. Or for like a spot-up 3. Damn it. Alright. Shoot. Alright, this... Kemba's a pretty good card, alright, at everything. Like, he's good at everything except for, like, the main defense. Yeah, Kemba Walker. What's up, man? Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This guy is good. He has 8 points. Shoot. Don't you just hate when you get absolutely stuffed? And this guy gets open for the... Was that Zach Randolph? He's a power forward. Alright. Ooh. Alright, we got to get Air Gordon in this. But I mean Air Jordan. I feel bad for Kobe. He never got in a dunk contest event against Vince Carter. Honestly, though, the best part about... Or the worst part about that is... I'm pretty sure he actually still knows how to dunk and how to do... Like, I think he's still really good. I'm pretty sure he's actually still got some of his talents. He was just done. And honestly, it would have been funny if at All-Star Weekend, the first thing that happens during the dunk contest is Kobe comes in and actually goes on a dunk off against Vince Carter. Because they're both older. Vince Carter's actually older than Kobe was. Like, Vince Carter's 43, Kobe's... Actually, Vince Carter's birthday, I'm pretty sure, was yesterday or the day before. Like, his birthday was in the past couple days. And Kobe was 41. So, like, 40... Like, Vince Carter's still got the dunking talents. He's also still got NBA talent somehow. Just thinking about that. He still has NBA talent. Like, he can still...
Sub W notice, can you do same?
Hold on, I just need to, like, pause that to see that. Sub with notice, can you do same? Nah, dude, I don't do that. Like, I respect you for subbing, thank you, but I'm telling you, I mean, I'll check out your channel, but I'm not gonna do it because of, like, you saying, hey, can you sub to me? I'll do it if you actually make good content. That's my #1 rule about people who ask me that. I'll check out your channel, and if you don't make content...
Kobe had injuries, Carter didn't he?
Actually, Carter did have a couple injuries. Like, Carter had some minor injuries, but yeah, Kobe did pull his, or tear his Achilles. But Kobe still played 20 years, which is good. But the thing is, Kobe right now, or until yesterday at like 9 or 10 a.m., um, he was perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Like,
also I make 2K videos.
all right, I'll check you out. Yeah, until yesterday, Kobe was perfectly healthy. I'm pretty sure he still has the dunking talent, but it'd be funny just to see him go up against Vince Carter in a dunk contest before the actual dunk contest happens, and whoever wins is just known as one of the greatest dunkers of all time. Well, Vince Carter's already known as one of the top dunkers of all time, just from a couple of dunks. He's kind of like, he's up there with actually like Jordan's dunking talent, but he will never be Michael Jordan. The only reason why Vince Carter won't be like Mike is because Vince Carter was great and all, but he was just never able to do as much. Like his prime years, his prime was cut short. Vince Carter's prime wasn't as long. Right when he left the Raptors, he spent a couple of prime years in Brooklyn, or in this case, since it was back in early 2000s, around 2005.
Kobe was the reason I started playing 2K, and no, I am almost at 3K subs.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Kobe's the reason why a lot of people started playing 2K. He was on the 2K10 cover, so that's nice. And honestly, that was one of the. I think people have said that that was to date one of the best 2Ks of all time. And I never really played it. I started playing last year. Um, I never really got into 2K. I got into it around 2015. But then I stopped. I didn't really play it
I
for.
started 2K6 Shaq on the cover.
Yeah, when Shaq was on the Heat. Yeah, I remember vaguely because I was actually. I'm not that old. I wasn't actually old enough to even know what 2K was back when when Shaq was on the cover. He was like, you know, when Shaq got on the cover.
What is your fave NBA team?
I'm Canadian, dude. That's all I have to say, and that's pretty self-explanatory to what my favorite team is. But I started getting back into 2K last year. I was always watching Raptors games. That's pretty evident since I'm Canadian. Um, but still, like to this day, I still like ever since I was born, the first basketball name I ever heard was Kobe Bryant. I heard of three main players when I was growing up, and every time somebody would bring up basketball, I'd say Kobe. I'd say Kobe, then I'd say Michael Jordan, then I'd say LeBron James. Actually, no, I'd say LeBron James first because with LeBron, I kind of was able to watch him growing up, whereas Jordan retired his final time a few years before I was born. So, like, I wasn't even born when Jordan kind of said that final goodbye in Washington. But I still, to this day, I remember watching a couple Kobe games. I never got to see him play against my team, nor do I wish I saw him play because I don't want to watch him drop 81 points. I don't know if anybody really wants to see a all-time great drop 81 points on their team in their home city. Like, that was an embarrassing game for us. But, I currently have one Lakers jersey. It isn't one of a player that's currently active on the Lakers. It's of an active player, but he isn't on the Lakers anymore. He was last year. That's Lonzo Ball, because I'm a Lonzo fan. But I am planning on getting the Kobe jersey. I do plan on it, 100%. I also plan on getting a pair of Kobe shoes. Don't know which ones. I'll probably go for some ADs, whatever. I might have to get low tops, but I prefer mid. Right now, my shoe collection consists of Jordan 1 mids and a couple of mids. Like, I either like mid or shoes that kind of go right on the fringe of low and mid. Like, my Freak 1s kind of are low, but they go up enough that I classify them as a low mid. Yeah, I loved Kobe growing up. Again, like I said, um, I used to watch a couple Lakers games on TV whenever they were playing the Raptors. I would watch, but I started getting really into it around 2015. Of course, when the Warriors got their first title in 5 years, or in really 4 years, when they made the finals their first time. Uh, I was watching. I was playing 2K. I was watching basketball. Like every year, my dad would get me for Christmas mainly. Like one of the big gifts that he'd get me is 2 tickets to a Raptors game. Usually they're in the upper bowl, which, you know what, upper bowl is fine. You still get to see the game, but it's not as fun as further up. Like he'd get me kind of a mid to low upper bowl. Like he'd get me either middle of the upper bowl, or he'd get me like right in between the upper and the lower bowl. He'd get me like right in that, like right in the front of the upper bowl of the stadium, which isn't the worst seats because of course there's people who sit at the very back row, but those are just the diehard fans who really wanted to see the team play because they were probably the cheapest tickets. Um, but yeah, I've always been like a huge Raptors fan, and I actually have one of their jerseys from when they did the Chinese New Year event a couple of years ago. Don't remember the exact date. I think it was around 2015-16 area. I have that jersey. I will never give it up because it's a custom one, and also those jerseys are quite rare now. Um, but what I have is I have those, and also one of the big reasons is because their jersey supplier since then has changed. The one who actually made those jerseys was the company that made their jerseys back then was Adidas, but then they changed from Adidas to Nike, and now their newer jerseys are made by Nike. So that's kind of the main reason why it's going to be rarer, is because Adidas has the rights to making those jerseys. Is that Kemba against Crack? Alright, well that was smart. That actually confused the hell out of me. Rudy Gobert can jump. I don't know, I feel like the vertical stat bases it off of like how high they can jump with the ball in their hands. So when it comes to it, their vertical is increased by about 50 overalls when it comes to alley-ooping. Or even blocking, like, you know. But did you see that Zion block the other day? Like, he just straight up, he went for a standing block, by the way. He took one step forward and then leaped. His head was probably around the rim, alright? And he just, boom. The worst part is he could have also gotten a much better play that would have been, like, a guaranteed number one. Like, that's got to be top 5 plays of the week. But the one that would have made it number one 100% would have been if he snatch blocked it. Like he jumped really high, but if he had snatched it out of midair and not, you know, made the other team keep possession, if he had also just, because that would have been still a block, but if he had snatch blocked it, that would have made it number one because it was such a nice play. With 1.2 seconds left in the second quarter. I was going to try and go for the full court huck up. Greatest stories and moments of Kobe's career. The sad part is that he's actually younger than my mom. My mom is 43 right now, I believe. I'm not going to confirm that because her birthday's literally in a couple days. So is mine. I'm actually going to a Raptors game on Friday, and my birthday's the day after the game. Like I think the game. So it's in Detroit. So I'm actually going across the border to watch the game. So it's like I'm going to Detroit. I'm gonna get up, and since it's exam week right now, for me, I have my exams today. I had one already. I have an exam tomorrow, and then I have an exam on Wednesday. Thursday is a day where you can kind of go in last minute, see some stuff, and then Friday is the final day, or Friday is a PD day, so in general, nobody has to go to school no matter what. And since it's a PD day, I'm literally going to just walk to my dad's around noon, and then we're going to do some stuff, and then we're gonna, probably get some snacks for the road. Then we're gonna leave. We're leaving from a area in Canada, in Ontario, Canada, and then we're gonna go to Detroit, spend a little bit of a day there. We're gonna go see the game. And the reason my dad got tickets to a Detroit game was because if he wanted tickets to a game in Toronto, he could only get them for like the top area, the upper bowl, and they were gonna be pretty expensive. But he could just go get tickets in Detroit where the Raptors are still playing, and there's gonna be still a large amount of Raptors fans there because, of course, it's right near the border of Canada and Detroit, or Canada and the U.S. Detroit is like right on that border area. I think it's like Michigan is on the border. Like it's pretty much Canada, and then you can cross two ways from where I am right now. You can cross to Detroit, or like you can cross to Michigan, or if you go from Toronto, you can actually cross to Buffalo. So if Buffalo still had a team, like if the Braves still had a team, then they would literally be it'd literally be like a home game for the Raptors if they play in Buffalo, and vice versa. Because there's gonna be so many. And I feel like my dad and I should want to leave like early to go to the game, and the reason is we would leave early, so then we don't have a huge collision. Like so don't have to deal with much traffic at the border. Then we go to Detroit, spend a little bit of a day there. Like we spend the day in Detroit, and then we go to the game, we finish, and then we come back. And actually, when we come back, since the game's at 7, it should finish around 9, 10. And then after all the time that we're going to spend at the border, I'll actually get back home on my birthday, which is Saturday. So, it is going to be a very nice week for me. Okay, so we have LeBron James with it. Oh, he thought, bro. He thinks he's gonna get the steal. Also, him doesn't get the steal because, DeMarcus Cousins is a really good rebounder in this game somehow. And then it's like, then he gets the ball back, his little thing goes off. And then next thing you know, I end up, he misses the shot because I have really good defense. And then, went for him because I proceed to go in and alley-oop it to LeBron James, who absolutely destroys the rim. Like, he's got them shattered backboards, if you know what I mean. Like, if you understand Jordan 1 jokes. Just can't wait to see what 2K does for, some of the most hated people that still, to this day, nobody cares if they die. Like, Ron Artest. I don't know. I would say Ron Artest is considered a very hated player for one reason, and that's just because of the Malice of the Palace. I want to see what they do, though, with the most hated player in history. A player that nobody respects, nobody cares about, and people say, if he dies, and I'll be glad. I want to see what they do if Skip Bayless dies, because I'm pretty sure it was literally Charles Barkley who said if he found out that he only had a couple days left to live, then he would go on TNT and kill him. Like, he would kill Skip Bayless on TV. He'd get them ratings up, if you know what I mean. Joe Dumars. I don't know where that was going, but it ended up in my hands, you know. Shot clock is off, so I'm literally just going to run down the shot clock. That's actually a strategy. If you find that there's a lot of people under the rim, no matter what, if you go for an alley-oop, 9 times out of 10, the player will dunk it. Or if you just kind of want to get an easy 2, but it's hard because you can't really get an easy 2 with the circumstances of a lot of people under the net, just throw an alley-oop. There'll be like posters everywhere. $22 points. I think everybody's getting that Marlon mentality of not giving a crap when they're down by 22 points in the fourth. So Curry and Walker on. So you have a guy who is surprisingly good at like really good at handling, pretty good at shooting in Kemba Walker. And then you have the best 3-point shooter in the world and the second best in the game in Curry. The reason why I'm saying second best is because his 3-point stat is actually not the best 3-point stat, which the best is actually gone to the man himself and Ray Allen. Oh, Ray Allen going for the alley-oop dunk. Yeah, if a guy doesn't get one of the 2 Kobe violations, I think that we should call it the Kobe violation. Now, the 2 violations, the 8-second and the 24-second violations, we should rename to the Kobe violations. And then also, for the NBA, August 24th should be Kobe Day. Because for somebody like me who is inspired a lot by Kobe, just like loves Kobe. The fact that not only should we make January 26th a Kobe Day where we honor the late great legend who died January 26th, by all of us have to just fly a helicopter. I'm kidding. That was a horrible joke that we all have to fly a helicopter and at least one person has to crash. Minimum 9 deaths. That's just a horrible joke, okay? But no. August 24th, which is not only 8/24, also known as Kobe's two numbers, but it's also his birthday. If you didn't know, and not many people know this because of the fact that Kobe's birthday wasn't as public as people wanted it to be, is August 24th. And that's also probably brought him to a good amount of the reason why he picked 24 and 8 as his two career numbers, in which he's gotten scoring titles and MVPs. Oh, we're in garbage time now. I'm just gonna take a random 3 because, you know. Oh, Alex Caruso, man. Alright, I couldn't drain the buzzer beater just to kind of BM. I mean, I'm not trying to badmouth or be rude because you know, of course this guy is a respectable player because he respected the rule of the GOAT, the Kobe rule of wasting the first, like, hold on, let me just do this accurate equation. 24 times 2, 48 seconds of the game, which also people will waste 8 seconds each because, you know, they just want to get 8 seconds. I'll be back in a minute. I need to use the bathroom. So I completely forgot to tell you. I made a new profile picture for all my social media, which is literally just Kobe, alright? So get your best Kobe wallpapers out and unite to commemorate for the late great one. Holy crap, this guy is Lamar Odom, Dirk Nowitzki, and Vince Carter. I'm floored. Actually, I might not be that screwed since I have one of the speediest forwards in the game, and I also have a guy who's better than Vince Carter. I've got who's far better than Vince Carter, and okay, now I'm a Raptors fan saying that Michael Jordan is better at dunking than Vince Carter, by the way. Vince Carter is the best dunker to ever play for the Raptors. And without a doubt, not an all-time great player, but probably in the top 2 or 3 all-time greatest dunkers. But when you get your own brand and the logo is literally a picture of you dunking, that kind of gives you the right. I strip had to quit there. Like, I'm having a Lunchable right now because I'm that hungry. I'm in high school, by the way, guys. For any of you guys who actually might care. I'm in high school eating a Lunchable. Some of you guys will be like, oh, I eat Lunchables all the time. I'm in college, but some of you are going to be like, your disappointment. The only thing I'm scared about is Baron Davis. He's the best player on this team. Giannis can easily guard Lamar Odom. I'm pretty sure Rudy Gobert can have a few problems with guarding Dirk, but nothing major. But Baron Davis is without a doubt no Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan is no Baron Davis either. Not only are their play styles different, but they're different. I'm just worried about Baron Davis just because he's a pink diamond going up against a diamond who's really good yet not that good compared to others. And I feel like Baron Davis is going to have some sort of 3-point shot. Whereas I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan has nothing. You just forced Giannis on to Lamar Odom. You're literally getting the worst shots off because I have such great players. Like, I literally base my team off of defense and oversizing. Giannis has this, like, positionless play of a Magic Johnson. Like, he's literally the next Magic Johnson that never played for the Lakers. Maybe he'll be the next Kareem, though, and, like, play for the Bucks and then, move to the Lakers, win a couple of MVPs, become 6 Mr. 6 MVPs, even though he's predicted to have like 8 by the end of this game. Michael Jordan has a good mid-range. The only thing that everybody on my team doesn't have that I really need is 3-pointers. That I already know this guy has because he has Dirk, and not even gonna lie, he is one of the best stretch fours in history. And you can't really be bad when you're one of the best stretch fours in history, or even stretches in history, because really all a stretch is a good shooter that a good player, or a player that can shoot well beyond 3-point lines, like beyond the 3-point line. Pretty much a stretch is any player who is in the 4 or the 5, aka a power forward or a center, that can shoot threes. Like, that doesn't have like a horrible 3-point stat. Dirk is a prime example because he's a stretch. He's a stretch because he can shoot the 3, and he's also 7 feet tall. He's almost a foot and a half taller than me. Add an inch on him, and he's a full foot and a half taller than me. I'm 5'7", maybe even 5'6", in which he'd already be a foot and a half taller than me. Oh shoot! I don't plan on it. He just hucked that, and that was nothing. I just realized that he was going up against MJ. I thought he was going up against Giannis, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. But no, he's going up against a dude who's shorter than him. Giannis is 6'11", Lamar Odom 6'10", Michael was like 6'6". Like, Michael Jordan is right on the fringe of being a oversized shooting guard and an undersized small forward. That's why he's a shooting guard / small forward. Because that's where 6'6" honestly falls. Like, you're a priority shooting guard, but you can also play small forward. You just aren't as good as like the average small forward. Like, you just won't be as good at the position due to your height. Which actually, I shouldn't even be basing off of height, because it's based purely off of playstyle. Shooting guards, though, are usually they're usually able to shoot the 3 ball pretty easily. But, and small forwards are usually good at, like, dunking, and they're kind of all-around players, and that's why Giannis is right there. That positionless slot, because he's also one of the fastest players on his team. Oh, come on. Why would you get off of him? There was already a couple guys double teaming, and also note that he also left Dirk open. Damn it. Alright, Baron Davis is running up with it. Oh, he was open. Oh, Dirk got the rebound. But, oh, Dirk made a stupid shot. He had 2 guys on his ass. Alright, Lamar Odom is 6'10", to be fair. Like, an inch doesn't really make much of a difference. Both players can guard each other based off of an inch. But, like, a foot, like, freaking even, oh yeah, like I said, an inch doesn't really make much of a difference when you're playing against someone. Like, I don't even think an average center should be able to guard Taco Fall unless you're bringing on Boban, who's, like, only a position player. LeBron James on Taco. Alright, LeBron James going up against Taco. Or no, I shouldn't say LeBron, because he's 6'8", 6'9". Like, he's not quite a foot tall. Or, like, there isn't quite a foot difference, but there's a good difference. But, like, it's like putting on who's a really short player, like, I'm gonna say 6'7". Melo. That's like putting Melo on Taco. it might sound weird, but Melo would probably never be able to do as much in the paint as Taco because of his height. All right, Taco can literally dunk with minimal jumping effort. But who can't dunk with minimal jumping effort? Melo. He actually has to use his max vertical. Okay, MJ. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You did it. Alright, I just need to hold this guy to, not score. Which, that isn't looking good considering the fact that MJ's got stuck. And, he had his hand. Alright, this is the stupid part about the game, right? They don't realize that they can put their hand, when their hand's on the ball, they don't realize that when a player is going up for a dunk, if they touch the ball, they don't realize that they can move their hand and force the ball out of their hands. They just think, oh, I touched the ball, but that's all I did, They don't realize that they can push on it, make the guy lose control. So when he goes for so when he goes to actually put the ball in the net for the dunk, he can't do that with good enough power, or with good enough, what called, coordination. Right here. Well, at 200, I get Jason Williams. At 250, I get 15. At 300, I get Jamal Crawford. At 350, I get Deluxe Heat Check Award. That's not that good. At 400, I get a bunch of tokens. At 445, we'll just take it. 60 tokens. 500, I get Surge. 550, I get a bunch of MT. 600, I get another diamond pack. 650, that's coins. 700, diamond pack. 750, a bunch of tokens. 800, a bunch of MT. 850, MT. 900, a lot of tokens. 950, well, that's a bunch of MT. And then 1,000 is Dominique Wilkins. I'll be back in a minute. I really use the bathroom now.
Liked and been subscribed. Was wondering if you could sub to. If you. If so, thanks so much.